When it comes to relationships, what does it mean when people say men are supposed to lead?
Men are supposed to lead, supposed to provide, supposed to be there to protect, and to, by all means, be there for their lady.
Wouldn't that make men more accountable?
Yes. Also, it makes more women more accountable for us to have a mutual agreement for a woman to maintain her fit, friendly, submissive, cooperative nature. And for us to maintain that, the men must be able to provide, protect, and to lead.
If women are the ones who determine that men should lead, wouldn't that mean that women are really the ones in charge?
Not necessarily, because men built the world that women live in.
How can men lead if it's by women's terms?
Because the men are the people that go out. They're the hunters. We're the wolves. We're the person that go on the front line. The women are there to nurture us and to hold it down for us emotionally, psychologically. Men seek peace after going out to war.
If everyone wants men to lead, is it any wonder why most leadership positions are held by men?
Yes, that is true. I agree that most leadership positions are owned by men. Men and women are built differently. They operate differently. So it's understanding why the wage gap is the way it is.
So why do women complain about men being in charge when women wanted it that way?
Well, women have to make a choice. If they want to be independent, that's fine. But with feminism was something that's brought up to actually isolate and destroy relationships, not necessarily to construct and build them. Traditional relationships and modern relationships are very different. You go ask a modern woman, how much does her man have to make for her to be with them? They hit a crazy, obnoxious number. Little did they know, what do they bring to the table? You usually hear silence.
When it comes to relationships, are men more likely to be held to a masculine standard than women are held to a feminine standard?
Not in this generation. Actually, it's the reverse now. You're seeing a lot of women become more masculinized and a lot of men becoming more feminized because the women have chosen a path really they can lead. My thing is this: if women want to lead and to be independent, let's send them out to war. Let's send them out Let's send them out to war. Let's send them out to build buildings and build structure and provide those things. Let's give them the dirty jobs, the plumber jobs, the electric jobs, the HVAC jobs, since they want to be so independent.
What is more unrealistic, the masculine standards placed on men or the feminine standards placed on women?
What is more unrealistic? The masculine standards placed on men.
What are those standards and who defines them?
The women, I believe, would define them in a way because a woman's standards for what they want in a man is very unrealistic. Women have been conditioned to believe that they're entitled to super, ultra, hypergamous relationships when they realize that within their dating pool, half of them don't fit that. There's what we want and then there's what we qualify for, if that makes sense.
Do women's delusional expectations require men to set delusional goals?
No, as a matter of fact, the men just adopt men go their own way. And if you notice right now with the evolution of the passport bros, men are going to other countries to seek traditional women. I mean, yes, the fact that those women are living below certain means, the men do have an advantage of being able to provide at a better level. However, if we're getting the cooperativeness, the submissiveness, the helping him psychologically, then that's what we're going to do. Women, I believe, this could be the generation. I don't mean any disrespect to any woman. This could be the generation possibly we see the most women die alone.
Why is our society pushing men to be hyper-masculine while at the same time telling men that masculinity is toxic?
Because the masculinity is getting confused for controlling, getting confused for, let's see, I'm trying to think here. I'm not perfect. I'm just stating what I believe. Because I believe we're at a time where women feel like men should be beneath. But if a man should be beneath, the woman is not able to handle the duties of a man. So we need to understand what position that we're taking.
Why do women often attack a man's masculinity when they don't get what they want?
Because a woman does not like to feel like a man. A woman likes to feel like they deserve what they want, how they want. A woman feels, for example, you see young modern women today define themselves as a baddie. I have this, I have that, I bring this to the table. They usually identify what they bring to the table sexually. But what we're talking about morally, spiritually, psychologically, even some senses physically. Like a man, for example, wouldn't want to be with a woman that can't cook. But a woman wouldn't want to be with a man that can't provide. So a man can provide. If a woman can't do the mere duty of cooking and cleaning, why is his manhood being attacked when he's already fulfilling his obligations?
Why are women so welcoming of the gay community but so quick to shame a man as gay when they don't get what they want?
Oh, that's a tricky one. A woman is openly, she accepts the gay community, but what does she do to the man?
but she'll shame a man as gay when she doesn't get what she wants?
Because that's when men have standards. When men have certain standards, and especially when a woman sees her preference, when the preference doesn't want them, as a defense mechanism, they attack it. That's kind of like, I remember what Kevin Samuels said when they attacked him because they all was thinking he was gay and whatnot. Really was, he was a gentleman with a lot of sense, with a lot of understanding, came from a traditional background, made a lot of mistakes, was accountable for it, and wants to shift the tide from it's okay for men to be men and women need to be women. We come from a society where a lot of former mothers have lost the idea of what a man is. So they had the culture cultivate masculine tendencies, and those masculine tendencies have created for their children to be masculine as well.
If being a masculine man means accepting hardship for the sake of others, why would anyone want to be a man by that definition?
Because we were built to conquer. I believe as men we were built to conquer. We were built, when we come into this world, remember, women are born with value. They have the greatest gift ever God created, which is the ability to carry life. As men, we have to go out and earn our value. So I believe that men, strong men, we cultivate that. We take that in. We accept that. We're ready to go out and be conquering. So to develop that masculine trait should be a gift and a divine responsibility, if that makes sense.
If being masculine is a natural process, why are men often shamed to be sculpted that way?
Because women don't want men to be the leaders. Women do not understand how men and women are built differently, and therefore with masculinity there's some men out there who have a toxic mindset, but they don't understand that the man's role in this world. Women just don't clearly understand what men have to go through. They don't understand our battle scars, and I think at the end of the day there needs to be an intergender conversation and an intragender, meaning that women need to have a conversation with women and men need to have a conversation with men. Yeah, of course, you can have some toxic men and women, but then we have to remember what is the direction that we're going forward with relationships.
Why are men expected to sculpt themselves when women don't do the same for men?
Why are men expected to sculpt themselves when women don't same the men? Because women have this entitlement issue that's going on and feel like their just mere existence means they're entitled to any other person. They don't understand the process of when a man sculpts themselves. You know, let's put it to this way. If you was to get a man, he was a good-looking man, but he didn't have money. Let's call it this. Would a man be invited to the high luxurious parties with the women on the yachts and the helicopters and the mansions and the nightclubs and this and that? No. But a woman, just her simple existence of being this cute girl with no money, no brains, she can be on 10 yachts with 10 billionaires, 10 choppers, you know, the lavish nightclubs and all that nature. So a woman always is going to have the edge because, remember, men go for the beauty, fertility, and mental stability and emotional intelligence. The woman, however, is going to go for men who could protect, provide, and to cater and take care. So understanding the roles that we play. However, we have to understand with women, women have come through broken homes. Men as well have come through broken homes. So sometimes the roles are disfigured, and that is a huge problem in society today.